2 dystopian fictions, 2 mystery novels, 1 historical fiction, and 1 contemporary fiction. These are the books that are going to be featured in this episode of Mini Reviews. Hi there, I am Manpreet. I make book-related videos on this channel. If you're new here, please make sure you hit a big fat thumbs up, subscribe to me for bookish videos. This video is my wrap-up video. Basically, these are the videos that I've been making for years, where I talk about all the books that I read recently and give a small spoiler-free review of those books. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, if you did catch up my previous mini reviews videos, the link to the playlist that has all the book reviews I've ever done in my life in the mini reviews is down below in the description. Now, if you have seen the previous one, okay, you would know that I read the first 2 books in the Hunger Games trilogy. So I finally read and reviewed on this channel the 3rd book, The Mockingjay, as well. Obviously, it was a final novel, and honestly, I discussed it in my reviews as well because I was rereading these books. The impact of the final novel and the twists and the deaths and the stuff that happens in this book wasn't that effective for me, but definitely Hunger Games is something you must read if you are into dystopian fiction. So read all of these 3 books. I give it, I think, 4 out of 5 stars. Second book that I finished reading and again reviewed on this channel is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne. Now, this is a prequel of the Hunger Games, and a lot of people ask me, do we have to read the Hunger Games trilogy to read this one? I would say definitely do that. And a lot of people also ask me if you should be reading if you can read this first and then the Hunger Games. I would personally recommend read the Hunger Games trilogy first, because honestly this book wasn't as good as the main trilogy, and I'm afraid that if you read this book first, then you are not going to like it and we are not going to be as good friends that I think we are. Because then you'll be like, Manpreet, you like this book, I don't like it, we'll have differences. I don't want that to happen. I want you to read the Hunger Games trilogy first so that you can fall in love with the trilogy as much as I did. This is basically the time of the 10th Hunger Games, where there is President Snow, and he's not a president at this time, he's a young kid who is trying to make his name in the society and who's trying to overpower the issues that his life has thrown at him. This book is about that. There's so much about this book that I have discussed in my review video. I'll link it down below in the description, but I gave it, I think, 3.8 out of 5 stars. My ratings of the book usually change in the mini reviews because they usually happen quite a long time after I've read the book, so I've processed it fully, and these are the final ratings. Next, let's talk about 2 mystery novels that I read, which again, I am trying to review all the Agatha Christie books on the channel, so I have given like quick reviews of that. But yeah, this may sound a little bit of repetitive for some of you who watch all of my videos, but know that this is because a lot of people do not like to watch standalone reviews, so they watch just this video. So I'm making this video for those people. So if it is repetitive to you, probably don't watch it, or don't hate me after watching it. Anyway, I read the first book, The Mysterious Affair at Siles, in the Poirot cases series. So this is Poirot's first case, and I actually really like this book. This is about this woman who is poisoned, and then you have to see who murdered her. Was it the husband? Was it the sons? Or was it the daughter-in-law? Or was it somebody else? And I found it very interesting, and for Agatha Christie's first novel, I think it was a good job. And I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I'll definitely recommend you to read this one. But if you want to know about my favorite Agatha Christie novels, I have a video about that too, which is linked down below in the description. Honestly, I think we have a lot of new members in the Indian Booktuber family, and a lot of you do not or might not know that I have made about 500 plus videos on this channel. So, you can check those out as well. I'm just linking a few of them down below in the description. Anyway, the next book that I read of Agatha Christie, again a mystery novel, but it is a collection of short stories, and that was Poirot Investigates. Now, this is the one that I did not like. I felt like the stories were too short and they were just, laying down the facts, and Poirot suddenly is like, I have solved the case, and it didn't interest me much. So I would not recommend this book to any of you. But if you want to read all the Agatha Christie novels, you can pick it up. If you're a hater who wants to read, I recently got this comment. This person was like, because you did not like Alchemist, now I'm going to read all the books that you did not like. If you are that kind of person, go ahead and read this, okay? I don't mind it all. As long as you are reading and enjoying, I think my life's purpose is fulfilled. Anyway, I think I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Next are 2 Indian novels that I've read, and number 1 is a historical fiction, which is Suheldev. Now, I will be doing a quick review of this one as well, because I really want to do quick reviews as well. It's just like everybody wants different things. Some people just want these kind of videos, some people want separate review videos. I don't know what to do, so I'm making all the videos, even though very few of you are watching and hitting a thumbs up. That's bad, guys. Hit a thumbs up right now if you're watching now and liking this video, and if you want to support this channel. Anyway, Suheldev is the latest book of Amish Tripathi. Now, it is not written fully by Amish, and I do have a lot of discussion about that in the review video, but otherwise I really like this book. It's about this King Suheldev who actually stood against the Mahmud of Ghazni during the invasion a long time before the Mughal invasion happened. Now, I'm not a very big history buff, so I used to love history, but then I would always score great marks in class, but during the exams I would never score as much, the real exam, so I got so discouraged, so I stopped my interest in history right away. But then Amish Tripathi wrote a book about it, so about a king, and I really wanted to read it, and I actually really enjoyed this book. If you are into historical fiction, even though a lot of facts and a lot of things have been given a new twist, but that is Amish Tripathi's style, and I love it. A lot of people get offended by it. I do get all of those comments as well, but I loved it, so I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. I think you should definitely check it out if you're looking for historical fiction, Indian historical fiction. And lastly, I read a contemporary fiction that made me laugh, that made me super happy, and I also discussed about this on my vlog channel, which is in Hindi. If you're looking for Hindi videos, you can check it out. It will be linked down below in the description. So the book is Those Pricey Thakur Girls by Anuja Chauhan. Now, Anuja Chauhan happens to be this writer in India who has this unique style of writing. She writes simply, but at the same time, she mixes a lot of Hindi touch to it. Hindi words have been used and all that, and it just gives it a unique touch, and I loved it so much. Her books definitely make you laugh, and you are always feeling good about reading her books. This is the third Anuja Chauhan book that I've read, and I felt the same. It is a story of these 5 sisters, and basically one sister is the main character, and rest of the sisters, how their role is in her life and all of that. A lot of family drama and a lot of like Indian family stuff. But at the same time, there is this romance that might brew up between Devjani, the sister that is the main protagonist of the story. Protagonist is always the main person, but anyway, and between this person, Dylan Singh Shekhawat. Now, they do not meet in the best circumstances, considering Dylan Singh Shekhawat put the Manpreet cap on and gave a very bad review for Devjani's performance on her first, news telecast, I would say. It is set just after the time of 84 riot. Dylan is quite passionate about punishing the people who were a part of the injustice against the Sikh community, and then the RomCom is happening on the other side. It's all actually very funny, and it's also thoughtful at times, but it's just really amazing. So I give it 4 out of 5 stars. I think I should give it 4.5 out of 5 stars because I enjoyed it so much. But yes, this is the last book you are going to see in this mini reviews video. I am trying to read a lot. I am trying to document all of it in different ways, whichever way you prefer, whether it's a reading vlog, whether it's a separate review, whether it's this mini review, and I hope you are enjoying watching these videos. If you are, hit a thumbs up right now. And yes, thank you so much for watching this video. Again, I really hope that you enjoyed it, and if you're watching me for the first time, you have subscribed already, right? Anyway, this is Manvi signing off. I'll be back with another video very soon.